The state of Minnesota just took its lawsuit against 3M to the next level. State now seeking $5 billion in damages after it says 3M dumped toxic chemicals that increase the rates of cancer and infertility. Minnesota Attorney General's office initially filed that lawsuit in 2010, so we've been hearing about this for a while, alleging that 3M made chemicals called perfluorochemicals, or PFCs, that ultimately hurt the health of humans and the environment. The latest documents filed on Friday put a number on the lawsuit, and a big number. It alleged cancer rates for people living in Oakdale rose in the years after those chemicals were dumped, potentially contaminating the water supply there. Now, the newspaper report details that 3M started making PFCs in the 1940s and disposed of those chemicals in landfills in Oakdale, Woodbury, and Lake Elmo through the 1970s. Those chemicals were used to make firefighting foam, stain repellents, nonstick cookware. Companies stopped production of that particular chemical in 2002.
TV newsman Charlie Rose is off the air after accusations of sexual harassment, groping, and lewd conduct. The Washington Post is reporting that 8 women have come forward claiming Rose made unwanted sexual advances toward them, including lewd phone calls and walking around naked. The incidents allegedly happened between the 1990s and 2011 and involved women who worked for the Charlie Rose Show on PBS. The show is halting production. Rose is also one of the hosts of CBS This Morning. CBS suspended him pending an investigation. He told the Washington Post, in part, "It is essential that these women know I hear them and that I deeply apologize for my inappropriate behavior. I am greatly embarrassed. I have behaved insensitively at times, and I accept responsibility for that, though I do not believe all these allegations are accurate."
A Minnesota woman who now lives in Texas is the second person to accuse Senator Al Franken of improper behavior. Lindsay Menz says Franken grabbed her rear end as they took this photo at the state fair in 2010. 33-year-old mother of 3 posted on Twitter she felt violated and embarrassed. Menz says Republican Congressman John Klein was there as well, and he has permission to stand close. Klein said he does not remember the incident, but he says he always asked.
I would ask if they wanted to get up close and take a picture. I would usually say, "I'm going to put my hand on your back or on your shoulder. Is that okay?"
In a written statement, Franken said he takes thousands of photos at the fair and doesn't remember this specific one, but he said he does feel badly that Menz came away feeling disrespected. Now, this is the second accuser in 4 days, Esme and Reg. We've been hearing about this now, well, 4 or 5 days. And we haven't heard anything from Senator Al Franken yet, outside of a couple of written statements,
yes,
right?
And that's got to change. I mean, he has got to come out. He has got to address the news media. The Washington Post has an article saying that he is holed up at his daughter's house in Virginia. Senator Franken has prided himself on being accessible to the Minnesota media. He has got to get out, answer questions, and respond to these allegations.
Let's talk a little about Noor, ODonnell, and Gayle King, because they spoke out on the accusations against Charlie Rose on CBS This Morning. Take a listen.
Let me be very clear. There is no excuse for this alleged behavior. It is systematic and pervasive. And I've been doing a lot of listening, and I'm going to continue to do that.
After reading that article in the Post, it was deeply disturbing, troubling, and painful for me to read. That said, I think we have to make this matter to women, the women that have spoken up, the women who have not spoken up because they're afraid. I'm hoping that now they will take the step to speak out, too.
You can't even imagine what it's like coming into work after someone who you work so closely with, these horrible allegations against them. And I think that they did a phenomenal job, yes, both Gayle and Nora. Reg, especially, Gayle was so genuine. You could just feel, she's saying, "I'm not okay. No. I'm working to understand this."
I think a lot of people are not okay with what's going on in our country right now, and we need to sit down and have some hard conversations, and people need to be held accountable.
And you know how it goes, Esme. I mean, in this business, as a journalist, there are times that people end up in a news story in a way where you think, like, well, gosh, I didn't know that person, but you believe it.
I don't know how it goes, because this is beyond the pale, these allegations against Charlie Rose. I mean, you're talking about young women. These are women in their 20s and 30s, just starting out in this business, who actually complained to an executive producer and were told, "Oh, it's just Charlie being Charlie." Also, allegations that they went to a mutual friend and they were fired. Yeah. This is very, very serious. I do agree with Reg and that the response from both Nora and Gayle King and CBS This Morning really, I thought, handled an impossible situation.
But hopefully everyone looking now and thinking, was there a time where maybe I could have intervened? what is their behavior that I saw. Yeah.